You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, we're going to be talking about Warriors head coach Steve Kerr here in this video. As you guys know, Steve Kerr is one of the most outspoken coaches in the NBA alongside Spurs head coach Greg Popovich. Steve Kerr is definitely a leftist. His politics do not align with me whatsoever. This man is super duper woke, man. I'm talking about extremely woke. And he actually wants to violate your constitutional rights because this is what leftists do. Now, as you guys know, there was a mass shooting in Sacramento yesterday. And the Warriors were actually playing the Sacramento Kings, and Steve Kerr addressed the shooting. Now check this out. Steve Kerr once again calls on lawmakers to take action after Sacramento mass shooting. Now this is definitely a tragic event, but I do believe in the Constitution. I'm in the great state of Texas, and Texans love guns. We have constitutional carry here. I can walk out of my house right now, go down the road, purchase a weapon, and that'll be that. But not the case in California. Well, Steve Kerr, once again, has advocated for stronger gun laws, even though he's in California, by the way, and California probably has the strictest gun laws in the country. But let's go ahead and listen to what he actually had to say about this incident where life was lost. I believe 6 people were killed. But let's go ahead and roll this clip here.
It's just devastating news. And I know we'll have a moment of silence before the game. And I'll be honest, I think it's the right thing to do to have a moment of silence. But I'll be honest, this is probably the 9th or 10th moment of silence that I will have experienced as coach of the Warriors when we mourn losses, our people who have died in mass shootings. So I don't think moments of silence are going to do anything. At some point, our government has to decide, are we going to have some common sense gun laws? It's not going to solve everything, but it will save lives. And, you know, several years ago, the House passed a background check law, H.R. 8, sponsored by Mike Thompson, a congressman here in Napa. Passed the House with bipartisan support. Never made it to the light of day in the Senate.
Okay, so let me stop it right there. So Steve Kerr wants the government to violate your rights to bear arms. Because think of this, guys. The shooting that happened in Sacramento wasn't by law-abiding citizens. You want to know why? Criminals are going to do criminal things. And you will suffer for it if you buy into what Steve Kerr is saying. I believe that law-abiding citizens should have their right to bear arms. And you need it to protect yourself. Check this out. Sacramento shooting. Multiple shooters, 6 dead, stolen gun recovered at scene. So one of these people stole a gun. But yet Steve Kerr wants to violate your rights to bear arms. This is wrong because no matter how much legislation you put out there, if you enact stricter gun laws, criminals are still going to be criminals. Whereas you, the law-abiding citizen, you may not have nothing to protect yourself. Look at this. Over here, California has toughest U.S. gun laws. After Sacramento shooting, what else can lawmakers do? The toughest gun laws in the state, or in the country, I should say, are in the People's Republic of California. It says here, they ban high-capacity magazines and crack down on assault weapons. They made it so Californians have to pass a background check to purchase a gun and ammunition. They prohibited buyers from having ammo or ghost gun parts shipped directly to their homes. When it comes to gun laws, California's legislators have passed some of the most stringent regulations in the country, checking off nearly every box on National Gun Control Advocates' wish list. a mass shooting early Sunday that left 6 dead and 12 wounded just a block from the Capitol. The very building where these laws were enacted immediately prompted new calls for legislation to curb gun violence from California elected officials and gun control advocates across the country, because they want to disarm you, the law-abiding citizen, whereas criminals are still going to be criminals. When will woke lunatics like Steve Kerr realize this? That criminals will be criminals. You don't need to suffer because criminals want to do criminal things. This man really should just stick to coaching, man, because these leftists, man, they just want to violate all of your rights. I'm so glad that I live in Texas, where we have constitutional carry. I'm so glad. But if Steve Kerr was out here, he'll be telling the government, take his gun away. He's a law-abiding citizen. Take his gun away. That's what he wants to do. This man is a complete idiot. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, do you agree with Steve Kerr that more gun laws and more restrictions need to be put in place? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. How about this? In California, how about this? Prosecute crime. California lets so many criminals out because they don't want to prosecute crime. That's a major problem over there in the People's Republic of California. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.